Yeah. If you go to the channel.
Batting fourth, number 20. Batting at play, first base, number 17, Maccabiah. Batting ninth at play, third base, number 23, and starting for the state board, number 9, And please stay standing for the national anthem. United States of America.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight flashing through the sunset bright sun through the feather night. For there find me were so and the rocket's red glare, the bumpers singing, gave through the night that our flag was there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Land of the free and the home of the
Two teams and one goes home with a set of gold medals. We welcome you to Ezra Schwartz.
We're on the mound. Starting pitcher Nathan Kempton, D1 commit going to the very prestigious Brown University. He's a guy that sits 90 to 92 miles an hour, and he'll look to get ahead of counts today. And Team USA looking to get on the board early here against Team Israel.
And it will be the United States sending out their finest to the mound in Kempton. He is the starting pitcher for this one today, as we said, just so important to go ahead in game one. And it was really a short turnaround for these two teams. They had a short practice when they got here, I believe, on Sunday. We were at the field yesterday, or at least I was on Monday, to see the United States practice. They practiced again later today, and after the United States' first practice, Team Israel took the field. But games got going right after that. These two teams have not practiced a ton together. It was really just a day and a half, and all of a sudden, it's the World Series.
Yeah, you know, I talked to a lot of guys before the game, and they were talking the first day they got here a couple days ago, it was a rough day of travel, guys coming from all over the place, especially for the American delegation, and it was just a rough day. But the adrenaline's going, the guys are ready to go, they're playing the sport they love. It's Team Israel, it's Team USA, they're ready to go.
So Team Israel taking the field, applause heard from the crowd. We read down the lineup for the United States, starting at designated hitter. Number 00 will be Gabe Shapiro. Danya Nauderman will follow him, then Tanner Wasserman. In the cleanup hole is Brandon Emanuel. Asher Applebaum will hit fifth. He's behind the plate today. Sam Swidarski will play third, hitting sixth. Jackson Cohen playing second base, hitting seventh. Ben Stones, the shortstop, will hit eighth. Brady Feldman, the U.S. will play with two designated hitters today. He's the second. Feldman hits ninth, and the U.S., they're going to hit 10 today. Both teams will. Josh Mandel in that 10 hole at first base.
Looking at the defensive alignment today for Team Israel, Jerez in left field. Fellow Movicis in center field, Broker in right. Left to right in the infield, Posminter at third, Arbil at short, Katz at second, Medhani at first, and Agus doing the catching.
And if you will, we got a little bit of Shohei Ohtani action going on today, and that's with Team Israel. They're sending Shai Eichler to the mound, the lefty. He's also in the order today. He's going to hit 10th.
Yeah, you know, when you look at it, when you look at a guy that's a young age like Eichler out there on the mound, you can do pretty much play every single position. You know, I was a guy when I played baseball. I can feel like I could play every single position beside catcher, but Shai Eichler, you know, the two-way man, like you said, playing like Shohei Ohtani. He's ready to go. He's ready to get the ball for Team Israel. Tough left-hand pitcher, and you got to be especially aware on the base pass today.
And if you're Shai Eichler, you have to be feeling a little bit of pressure even to start today's game with the United States only Division I commit, only college commit on the mound on the other side. You don't know if you're going to have to be perfect, but you're going to have to be pretty good.
Yeah, and that's for sure. You know, talking to Kempton a little bit before the game, he's ready to go. He's pumped up, and he's a guy, like I said, touching 91 right now, D1 commit. If you're Eichler, like you were saying, you got to get ahead of counts, get these guys out, and find a way to put the bats on the ball. But we're ready to go here. Gabriel Shapiro leading off for Israel. He'll be the designated hitter at 5'8". And we're ready to go. Beautiful morning here in Israel.
We apologize for the noise on the broadcast. If you're going to tell, a bit of a windy day here at Ezra Schwartz Field.
Very windy day. Wind is blowing out to right center field. And you can hear in the background Don Tolliver for a good walk-up song for the American delegation. But we're ready to go. Home plate umpire Daniel Warbluski.
He'll be calling the balls and strikes as we get set. Eichler's first delivery is swung on and missed. Breaking ball in the dirt, and he's ahead 0-1.
Yeah, he's not messing around. Starting off with a dirty slider to get ahead 0-1.
How about Katz, aggressive in the count, swinging at pitch number 1. And now the next, a little bit outside. We haven't mentioned it before, but I think one of our big talking points for today is certainly this is not a home run park as Shapiro takes ball 2.
No, and you look at it, definitely way better for the right-hand hitters. 306 to left field, 475. You're playing in the Polo Grounds here. And then in right field, we have about 330.
As Eichler goes back to the well right there at strike 2 as Shapiro swings at that one.
Shapiro is attending Michigan State University. He's from Keidler, Illinois. Had a .515 batting average in the spring.
Doesn't suck at all, and that one is chopped on the ground. Throw goes to first, and that's the first out of the game. Shapiro retired.
Well, and you can see Eichler is pumped up there. Exactly what we were talking about, what he needs to do this morning, getting ahead of counts, because on the other side, Kempton, not a guy to mess around with the American delegation.
Can't overstate how important it is to get ground ball outs. Soft contact right there and a routine play. 4-3 on the put out, and it brings up Notterman.
Notterman playing center field this morning. He's got, like I was saying, a lot of ground to work with. 475 in center field.
First one, fastball right down the pipe, strike 1.
Notterman from Roswell, Georgia.
That one is hit out to center field, and that one will get down for a base hit. And Notterman's going to run for days. It goes all the way to the wall. He doesn't hesitate around second, going into third with a stand-up triple. Danya Notterman, what a start for the U.S.
Yeah, what a start for the U.S. delegation. And if you're going to put the ball in one place, that's in right center field. That ball went all the way to the wall. What a start there. Eichler getting ahead of counts.
It's a stand-up triple for Notterman, and let me tell you, he thought about going home.
He did for a second. You see him going around third, and third base coach has held him up for a sec. Not trying to do too much pretty early here. Put that runner in scoring position, be situational here and get the run in.
So one out, one on. The runner holds at third, now breaks for the plate. The throw to the plate is not in time.
You can see
Run
that.
Scores for the U.S. Arbel hesitated a bit at shortstop, and it cost him. The U.S. takes the lead, and Wasserman reaches.
U.S. wasting no time. Great situational hitting there, putting the ball in play and making something happen. That's what you want to do. You want to put the pressure on the defense. And if I'm Arbel there, if you're bobbling the ball, you got to go to first base, get that out. You're still in the first inning. You know, you'll sacrifice that one run and get that out at first, Ethan.
Absolutely. So we'll await the scoring here. Would assume an E6, but nothing finalized on that. As what's interesting is Notterman, you were wondering if he would break home originally. The ball was hit to shortstop. Don't think it's a ball you could go home on, as that ball gets behind Agas behind the plate, and Wasserman will take second.
Brennan Emanuel is from Parkland, Florida. And what's pretty interesting is I see here his favorite athlete is up north, Spencer Torkelson on the Detroit Tigers. Isn't that something, Ethan?
How's he been doing this year?
He's been good. It was a rough couple years for him coming up to the majors, but he's finally settled in, and he's a lot of homers on the year, and his average is up there.
Big hack right there from Emanuel.
Emanuel plays varsity baseball at West Boca High School, and his favorite Jewish food is matzah. Can't go wrong there, Ethan.
Cannot go wrong there. A great Passover eating matzah. What else are you going to eat? That is strike 2, swung on and missed that. Pitch up high.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's definitely rough being a pitcher and going down 1-0 early, but Eichel is still doing a great job. He's throwing a lot of strikes out there.
He's throwing a lot of strikes, getting ahead and counts. That one is fielded at third. It will be foul, though.
It's one thing you got to do as a pitcher. Trust your defense. Grow that chemistry. Trust your catcher. And let your infield and outfield work for you.
Eichler's been working at a fast pace today. Ahead in the count here. And now his next is hit up in the air, popped up between second and short, going out and not making the play was Arbel. So Emmanuel reaches the USF 2-1.
US not going down without a fight pretty early here, and like I said, center field, a lot of ground to cover. You can see the center fielder playing almost 350 out there, so you're hitting a little bloop in the outfield. That ball's dropping. Good work there by Emmanuel, with the US threatening once again here in the top of the first half.
So the United States up 1-0, Wasserman at second, Emmanuel at first. And what we were told before the game today too is this field is absolutely scorching. You get it from down below, you get it from above, as that throw is to second, on to first. And Applebaum beats the wrap.
It's a good turn there by Team Israel, but first baseman Medhani just couldn't hang on to that ball.
Yeah.
So 2 down here with US threatening again. Third and first, looking to put another run on the board, possibly 2 with Applebaum at first. Applebaum from Calabasas, California. So definitely one of the guys we were talking to before the game about that long travel, and it was a pretty long day of travel for these guys.
So Israel gets 1 out. Again, runners at first and third. Just need 1 more here to get out of the half inning. They trail 1-0. It's now Weichler's first. Sam Swidarski isn't in there.
Yeah, good spot there by Eichel. Just missed on the outer half. Swidarski, he's played varsity for 4 years, captain for 2, and he has his high school record for the most strikeouts and lowest ERA, and holds the record for the most hits at his high school as well. Pretty amazing accomplishments, if you ask me, Ethan.
Absolutely, as meeting on the mound breaks up.
And he isn't the only one that's participated in the Maccabi games in his family. His mom and uncle also played basketball in the Maccabiah.
And just a quick note here, I believe Agus was run for. That's Asher Belfer out at first base.
Yeah, 2 down here in the first. You're not trying to do too much as a catcher. Put that pinch runner in. You don't want to risk any injuries here.
That pitch just a tad high.
You can see Eichel questioning the umpire there. He doesn't know where that one missed, but we've seen so far a 2-pitch mix from Eichel, that fastball and slider, Ethan, but that slider's been looking pretty deadly here early on, getting weak contact.
Gotten a lot of swing and miss at the bottom of the zone too. That one is in there on the inside corner. Once again, Eichler working extremely fast today. I haven't seen many pitchers work faster than him. Belfer breaks for second and a swing and a miss.
And that ball hits the bat. So the third base coach is going to talk to the umpire, and
that's Wayne Stofsky over at third, the United States manager.
Yeah, and Stofsky looks a little confused, not really sure what's going on here, but catcher throwing the ball back to the pitcher and it hits the bat. That ball's live, so that runner at third base can definitely go home if he wanted to. Instead, it's a 1-2 count.
I don't know if I got a good view at that. So you're saying that ball was tipped off the bat?
And we've definitely seen that in the majors before where a runner has scored because of that.
That looks like the slider again, and it's ball 4. So Israel did have an open base right there. It is, well, now first base after Belfer took second.
Coming up to bat for Team USA.
Yeah, and if you're Eichel here, you know, you're definitely in a rough position as Israel pitching coach will come out for a quick visit. But he's doing well so far. He's been pitching the contact, and the ball's unfortunately just been put in some unfair places right now in the diamond.
Absolutely. There was the play that went to shortstop and Arbel couldn't field it, like slipped out of the glove, and then there was that little blue pit in center field. Extremely unlucky there. That ends up as a base runner, and even you talk about the one piece of hard contact he allowed, which was that triple to Notterman. If you're playing at any other field, that's a double.
That is a
double. And because the walls are so far back here, because the fence is in center field, I'm not a betting man, Matt, but I bet you we might not see a home run to dead center this series.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's where you want to place the ball.
That ball is going to just go foul. It was popped up. It is
Jackson Cohen.
Jackson Cohen at the plate, the second baseman. The U.S. have gone 7 deep here in the first inning. They've got a lot on, and again, a lot of it is because of soft contact. This is no doubt a pitcher's park if you're talking about just getting on base. The homer, not so much. That one is swung on and missed.
Well, you can see it right there, too. That slider getting swing and misses once again. Cohen's a smart man. He attends McGill University currently, and he plays college ball there as well. He's the second baseman.
Now the 0-2 swung on and missed. That one will retire the side. So Eichler keeps the bases loaded. He only allows one, and Team Israel will come up in the bottom of the first. This is the Maccabi World Series. We'll be back for the bottom of the first.
Medhahi at first base, and Asher Paulsminter at third base, and the starting pitcher, Shai Eichler.
Saul Eichler get out of a big-time jam in the top of the first. You wonder if that's a turning point in the game. Things seem to be reaching almost a breaking point. If the United States could have gotten another hit right there, who knows, it could be 4-0, 5-0. The score just 1-0 here, as it is the big righty Nate Kempton on the mound that is in there for a strike.
Yeah, Nate Kempton listed at 6'2", 205 from Connecticut. That's my homeland back there. Kempton representing.
That one was close.
Yeah, just missed on the inside half. Kempton, like we were saying, attending Brown. He's a D1 commit, and he's ready to go in the fall.
Swing and a miss. On the outside corner, Kempton draws the chase, and Katz is retired.
And that is straight gas, as I was saying, sitting 90-92.
And one interesting factor is if you have an arm like Kempton, it's such an advantage because, again, we will have some off days. We're not going to be playing every day. So as much as Wayne Stofsky can pitch Kempton, that's who they're going to ride to, you know, potential World Series championship here. Some gold medals.
Yeah, and you look at, especially in these big tournaments, you want to make sure your guys are on a pitch count because you need them for those big games. So if you're up by a lot here and you're the American delegation, you want to possibly warm someone up pretty early here and save Kempton for a future game.
It's always a balance between the warm-up and in-game pitches. Kempton's first two to Arbel have not been close.
Yeah, and Arbel you're seeing in the top half of the first, probably a little under pressure there, making that error. Probably should have went to first base to get the American delegation on the board.
That one hit him. It was an interesting delivery there. Kempton, I believe, went to the sidearm a little bit. It was out of a different arm slot. So Arbel's the first base runner for Team Israel. He's over at first.
Yeah, and you can definitely see the different arm angles from Kempton there on the mound. Fastball coming more overhead, and when he throws that slider, you can see he's throwing it sidearm. So it definitely can throw off hitters, but not that time there as Arbel is at first, and he is a speedy runner. So if you're Kempton on the mound, you got to keep him honest over there at first.
Got to worry about tipping pitches, too. They're coming out of different arm slots.
What a beautiful morning it is here in Israel, Ethan.
Absolutely. Now, we're lucky, Matt, because we're under the shade. On the field, we heard the sun comes from above, and then the turf, it kind of reflects, so it's also coming from below.
Yeah, and you look by the dugouts, you see the poor camera people who are in the scorching sun.
Kempton gets behind here once again. This is Daniel Jerez. He's playing, I believe, left field today. And that one is hit, and that one will drop in left center field. Arbel will hold up at second, but Jerez is on with yet another blue pit. We've already seen a couple of them today.
Yeah, we've seen that in the top half of the first. Like I was saying, a perfect placement in terms of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much, got it off the end of the bat, but he just flared it out to center field. And you see the center fielder, it's 475 out there, so like I said, he's playing so far back and you're hitting that ball's going to drop any day of the week at this field.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of offense this series. Based on the way it's been going so far, it's the cleanup hitter Noam Goldberg. He's the designated hitter today, the big bopper. And already a bit of a jam that the United States is in for Kempton. His first delivery is the fastball in there.
That's just straight heat. He sees those runners on first and second, Team Israel threatening. He doesn't care. He's getting ahead of the count. He's throwing that fastball. That's what's working for him early on here.
Same pitch again. You wonder when you get in a precarious spot like this if he's going to rely on that fastball a lot more. As you said, that's the one pitch he's really had locked in so far. Not saying it's going to be that way all afternoon. Now the 0-2 is once again the fastball, but down low.
Now let's see if he goes back to that off-speed here, and like you were talking about, that arm angle that he throws it at to throw off the fourth hitter here.
Wonder if we'll go back to the well a fourth time. Here is the 1-2 from Kempton. Did he go? Yes, he did. It's in there regardless. Second strikeout of the game from Nate Kempton, the first one looking. And up comes Feldmovicius.
And that was beautiful placement there by Kempton on the outer half. If you're a hitter and you see 91 coming at you, especially at 19 years old, you're not touching it. Good work there by Kempton. Now he's got two away. He's talking to his infielders and outfielders, telling them to come in a bit.
So the one thing that I've noticed so far is that, again, the fastball has been in there from Kempton. The off-speed pitches haven't quite been able to be located yet. You wonder if this Israeli team might start taking a few pitches, working that pitch count up as a runner breaks for third. He is in there.
Good call by the third base umpires. Got his arm in there. And Team Israel third and second with two-way here. Threatening. So both teams threatening pretty early here, Ethan.
Absolutely, and I didn't even notice that Jerez broke for second as well. It's a double steal. Now Arbel at third, Jerez at second. Base hit likely gives Israel the lead. That's a fastball swung on and missed.
Yeah, and if you're Kempton, you're just going to keep throwing that heater. So many swing and misses so far early here.
You do wonder if those secondaries do come around or whether they don't. It might be a matter of can Israel time the fastball.
That's what's going to be all day. And if you're Kempton here, you're throwing that high cheese on a 1-2 count here.
And now here's the 0-2. United States one strike away from getting out of trouble. Here it is. Down low.
And you can see he's wasting no time. He's not throwing that off speed, Ethan. It's been all fastballs this at bat.
It's been all fastball the last few.
Team Israel just can't time it up.
Here's the 1-2. Fouled back. He just got a piece of that one. I think he was a bit early, too. They've really made him work here.
Yeah, and you know, it's all about the timing when you're a hitter and that ball's coming in at 90+ miles an hour.
You wonder if we'll go to the off-speed here. It's been a lot of fastballs. I'd say 5 in a row. Now here's the 1-2. That's outside. I think he was trying to pull a slider there.
He was. That was a slider, and good waist pitch there.
Good waist pitch.
1-2 count.
I guess. Probably trying to draw a swing and miss. What a take there. And that one is hit softly, and it goes foul.
Well, I'll tell you what. This is the first good at-bat here. Fellow Moise's not trying to do too much, just trying to stay in there, make contact, and he's fouled off 2 pitches in this at-bat. He's making Kempton work here in the first.
And the best pitch that he's seen, or not the best pitch, the most impressive, is that slider that he took. After about 5 fastballs in a row, just spit on it. That one is high, and he's worked it to 3-2.
Oh, it's ball 4, actually. I guess we messed up on the count. So the bases will actually be loaded for the 6-hitter. Eitan Agus, their catcher.
What do you look at that? In the first inning, both teams load the bases. Israel has not scored yet, but it is Eitan Agus, the catcher. He's going to look to break it open.
Well, you know, and I'll tell you what, Ethan, on these last couple at-bats for Kempton, he's been struggling locating, but if he can locate that fastball, he will be deadly all day.
So trouble big time for Kempton. He gets ahead 0-1. Both outs have been by the strikeout. Could absolutely use some soft contact. That swing was just shows you how fast Kempton's dialing it up here. Quickly ahead 0-2.
And if you're a hitter, it's so hard against one of these guys because you throw it at 90+ and then you have that breaking ball too.
Long pause by Kempton. Now delivers. Outside. He'd try to pull the slider again here. I think he might have. It was the last at-bat to Felmovicius. Got ahead 0-2, but couldn't get strike 3. Looking for it here. Fouled back.
I'll tell you what, Team Israel's making him work here. Those first couple batters, he got a couple outs there, but
quickly.
And now the bases are loaded, and they're making him work. Tell you what, keep getting that pitch count high. We'll get him out of the game pretty soon.
That's going to be a huge advantage to Team Israel. That one is in there. Strike 3. Kempton strikes out the side. He allows the bases to be loaded, but no damage. United States leads 1-0. Send you to break, and we'll be back for the top of the second.
It's so tough because I don't have any information on any of these Israeli guys.
I didn't press anything. I don't know how to mute this.
I thought I saw him that, but I'm trying to do it. Nope, just a little bit.
Any room, and please apply sunscreen if you have to.
We welcome you back to Ezra Schwartz Field for inning number 2. Ethan Koppelman here alongside Matt Goodman. And I just thought of this now, but one of our main storylines for today, at least as we know of Team USA, is staying at Kfar Maccabiah, about 30 minutes, to drive 30 minutes south. What we were told as the media team is we have a bus leaving to opening ceremonies at 2 p.m. Now that first inning took about 35 minutes.
That's going to be a quick turnaround, Ethan, opening ceremonies, and we are beyond excited to be able to cover this first game. Just a few games today, as you were talking about, opening ceremonies tonight. We're really looking forward to that.
It's going to be a great event for sure. That's if we can make it.
You know, and that's what it's all about. You're seeing all these different countries here, and it's just going to be an honor to watch and be able to experience firsthand. My first time in Israel, so.
That pitch was high, so it's even 1-1. Again, it's Shai Eichler out for his second inning of work. What a great job by him in the first. Again, it's so tough playing defense here, but he certainly did not get any help from his group behind him and only allowed 1 run.
Yeah, you're right, Ethan. In that first inning, he actually did a good job. He was getting ahead of count, you know, minus that 1 run. He was doing a good job. You know, that slider's working for him. He's getting a lot of swing and misses.
Swung on and missed.
You can see it right there.
Second strikeout for Shai Eichler. Excuse me, that's his first.
And as a pitcher, this was me my whole life. I was told this. You don't need to throw hard. You need to be able to throw the ball over the plate so those hitters can put it in the field and make your fielders work for you.
That's a great point, Matt. And what's been so interesting so far for me today is that Kempton and Eichler have gotten it done in very different ways. The best pitch for Kempton by far has been the fastball, and for Eichler it's been the slider. He's gotten a lot of swing and miss down low. 0-1 here as it's Ben Stone coming to the plate. One inside, Stone hops out of the way. That's my error, it's Brady Feldman. It was just Ben Stone that struck out for the first time today.
Feldman, one of the 2 designated hitters today alongside Shapiro, the leadoff hitter.
It's a 2 designated hitter setup, as you said. Check swing right there, and that pitch is high.
Feldman from Miami, Florida. And yeah, it's pretty hot here, but he's used to it being from there.
Big party town. That ball is chopped to third. It was cut off, thrown to first. That throw is high and comes near us. My goodness, Matt Goodman dodging left.
I almost took my head out there, Ethan. I had to, move left. I almost banged into you for a sec.
Matt, I saw the fear in your eyes as that ball came towards us, as you realized that ball would not be caught.
Well, you know, I'll tell you what. As a hitter like Feldman, being so far down the order, you look for speed, and that's exactly what he did. He put the pressure on the third baseman to get the ball over here.
We don't have an official ruling hit or error. I'd roll on the side of hit. That was a long way to cover for the third baseman. Official confirming.
Oh, and they got him picked off here.
They got him picked off. The throw to second, and he is out. A great move by Eichler on the mound, quickly erasing Feldman. 2 gone.
Exactly what I was saying in the first inning. Eichel is pumped up. On the base pass, you know, seeing a left-hand pitcher on the mound, you got to be careful over there.
What a move. Base is clear, and it brings up the number 10 hitter, Mandel.
Now Mandel has to find a way to get on base here.
Look at the Tides turning one way or the other. This has been, so far, an awfully quick inning for Eichler, who already has 2 outs again. He's gotten Stone. It was his first strikeout of the game. I believe Mandel's down here 0-2.
Yeah, and that is a dirty slider. Mandel, another intelligent man, attends Tufts University. He's going there in the fall for his freshman year.
High and inside. It's a great school.
Yeah, awesome school. And this is not his first time participating in the Maccabiah. He played for the JCC Maccabiah for the Long Island Hammers.
In there. And my mistake right there, that will be strike 2, the Long Island Hammers.
And if the American delegation can somehow find a way to win gold, this won't be his first time.
Matt, that's one of the best team names I've ever heard. That is an incredible team name, the Long Island Hammers. Isn't that a great name?
I was saying yesterday on my drive to Tel Aviv, I think they should put out a basketball team here. It should be the Tel Aviv Israelis or something.
Very descriptive. That's in there, strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Shai Eichler. It's a strong frame from him. The United States still leads 1-0. Israel will come up to hit in the bottom of the second.
I got you.
It is the Maccabi World Series Game 1. United States up 1-0. Ethan Koppelman and Matt Goodman on the call with you today. Matt, in terms of pacing, that was a nice top of the second there if we want to make this opening ceremony.
And I'll tell you what, you might have to take this call the rest of the way if this goes 3 hours, because I want to get over there.
I'll be the sacrifice as that one is hit towards right center, and it is caught. What a play in right center. Making up a ton of ground was Notterman. I thought that was going to fall for sure.
Yeah, Notterman was playing pretty far, too. He, like you were saying, he gained a lot of ground there to make that grab in right center. Kempton doing a great job working ahead of the count there. That fastball has been working for him all morning.
A tremendous jump. I'd love to see the catch probability on that. Some Gunnar Henderson action with the walk-up song, Sweet Escape.
Gunnar Henderson. I mean, as a Red Sox fan myself, I hate him, but man, is he a talented player.
It's a Baltimore team hanging around 500 this year. But again, a talented player as Kempton ahead 0-1.
Let's not talk about my team.
Pitches outside. Sonny Gray's been having a good year.
He is. So is Contreras. But, you know, at the end of the day, you're a team that's 5 games out of a wild card, and you're going to sell these guys at the deadline. What are you going to get back? A bag of chips? Some prospects? I mean, come on.
I bet those two could fetch a good package. The 1-2 is in there, strike 3. He got him again with the fastball, and Kempton starting to roll.
Man, that heater is deadly. And you can see the pitch before he threw that off-speed. Hasn't been working. He missed high last inning, missed low this inning. He's missing all over the place with that pitch. But that fastball, Team Israel cannot catch up to it right now. They got to figure out their timing. Good work there by Kempton.
2 outs in the inning as it brings up Posminter, who's playing at third.
Yeah, Posminter was the one to make that error in the top half of the second inning. And actually, that was ruled a hit, so won't give him the error there. But that ball sailed a ton of miles over the first baseman.
See, Wroblewski flinched a little bit there, but I think he was thinking about giving that a strike just a bit low. Swung on and missed. Throw goes down to third, and that is a strikeout. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Nathan Kempton. He has a total of 4 on the game. Send it to the third inning. It is still 1-0 United States. Matt Goodman will be on the play-by-play for the third. Stay with us.
We're back here in the top half of the third inning. The American delegation up early here, 1-0. And I'm honored to take the play-by-play for the next 3 innings. Ethan will be the color man. Swing it over to the top of the order. Gabriel Shapiro, excuse me, leading off in the top of the first. Grounded out to second in his first at-bat. Eichler's first pitch, swing and a miss on the heater, 0-1.
Man, one of the interesting things we talked about in the ride over here, we were going through the media guide we were given. Gabriel Shapiro's favorite athlete is Barry Bonds.
And you told me he probably didn't watch a single
probably
game.
Didn't watch Barry Bonds play, and that is just what tells you how good of a baseball player Barry Bonds was.
Oh, come on. Oh, here we go.
And that ball hits him. You can hear the first base coach. He's pretty hyped getting that leadoff runner on base here. Shapiro not too happy. He wanted to swing the bat there. But nonetheless, the leadoff runner is aboard here.
Let me tell you, Matt, they love to put Barry on, too. Better that than a home run.
I'll tell you what, Bonds was a very controversial player. Some will say what they want, others will say what they want. But he was
what a talent.
What a talent.
You think he could hit one out to dead center here?
You know, if he was playing in his prime, possibly. But now he's, what? How old is he? He's pretty old.
It's a little bit of help, if you know what I mean.
Here's the center fielder, Danya Notterman. Had that triple back in the first. Let's see if he can jump on that heater again.
He's going to be going to
Umpire
Piedmont
will call time, and they called a balk. That's a balk on Eichel. So the leadoff runner, Shapiro, will move 90 feet in the scoring position. He's at second now. And Notterman has a runner in scoring position to work with. So that ball was up. And Eichel will deliver a 1-0. And it's a bunt, and a beautiful one. Eichel and the first baseman. A little miscommunication. The runner is safe. Eichel saying my bad to the first baseman, Medhany. But nonetheless, beautiful bunt there by Notterman. And runners on first and second here with no outs.
And Matt, you cannot put that in a more perfect place. You place the bunt right between the pitcher and the first baseman. Nobody knows who's going to get it, and you just keep running the whole way. Bit of trouble here, a lot of trouble.
Excuse me, that runner was at second base before that bunt was put down. So now you have the runners at the corners, and if you're Israel in the field, you got to be careful here. Runners in scoring position, the American delegation threatening. First pitch to Wasserman, it's a strike.
Talked about Barry Bonds, Tanner Wasserman. He's won the MVP of his varsity team 2 years in a row.
I don't like looking right there at his favorite athlete, Brett Gardner, as a Red Sox fan.
Enough about the Red Sox.
I mean, look, you're a St. Louis guy, and you haven't told me a good story about why you started following them, so at least I'm loyal to my team. So Eichel ahead of the count, 0-1 on Wasserman. The 0-1. It's a breaking ball and it's grounded to third. Third baseman up, over to first. You got the runner there. And Shapiro stayed put at third.
He thought about going, you can tell.
So he didn't go home on that pitch. And good work there by Eichel. Once again inducing weak contact. But that runner at first base moves up 90 feet. And here comes the cleanup man, Brandon Emanuel.
Both of these teams have been so conservative, at least in my view, when it comes to base running. And you wonder at one point, if you have a ground ball or runner at third, you make the defense think a little bit, put a little bit of pressure on them, break home. It hasn't happened yet, and there's been a few scenarios that you thought it could.
Emanuel hit by pitch in the first inning, and you might try and work around him here with runners threatening at second and third. But Eichel throwing that slider, he's ahead 0-1. The 0-1 delivery is a beautiful pitch, and that ball looked a little low, but unfortunately at 19 years old, we don't have that ABS challenge.
Little tap of the helmet there.
What a interesting rule in the MLB now, but I'm a fan of it. The 0-2, just grounded foul just outside the bag at third base, so the count will stay 0-2. Eichel ahead of the count here.
Israel caught a break there. Would have been plating 2 for sure.
0-2, Eichel has his pitch, and he delivers. It's that slider just outside. Emanuel was thinking about it, but he held off there.
Brandon Emanuel, as you mentioned before, his favorite player, Spencer Torkelson. One of the guys in Detroit.
Is an off speed, and he gets him. Good work there by Eichel, and he is pumping his infield up. Great work. Runners at third and first with no outs, but he gets 2 quick outs here, inducing that weak contact to third. Now that strikeout, and 2 outs here. Runners at third and second for the 5-hitter, Asher Applebaum. First pitch a little up.
Call it a family affair for sure. Asher's cousin, he's participating in boys soccer this year.
And he gets plunked. So Applebaum will take first base, and once again for the U.S., they will have the bases loaded.
Number 13, Samuel Swiderski.
So Swiderski will step into the box. He took a walk in the first inning. So Eichel getting a little wild here, and we'll have a second mound visit for Team Israel. Just trying to calm him out there.
And as we saw the first time up, it's going to be Belfer running for Applebaum.
So second time we've seen that. Get more speed on the base path. You don't want to risk that injury for Applebaum since he's the catcher for the American delegation. And if you're Swiderski here, Ethan, you see what pitches are working for Eichel so far on the mound. You see what pitches aren't working for him. You got to hop on a pitch that you like and drive these runs in.
If you see the slider, you got to lay off the slider. I think it's as simple as that, really. Because the slider, he's gotten a lot of chase with it, but it just hasn't been in the zone a whole ton. Do not be afraid to take pitches here. You got to force him into the zone. The base is loaded.
So trouble once again here for Eichel, looking to work out of damage. The American delegation threatening, and the first pitch is lined the right. That ball is down. It is a base hit. Here comes one run. He scores. A second run is in, and a great piece of hitting there by Swiderski. It is 3-0, the American delegation on top.
That is exactly what the United States needed, just a big hit. They've had so much traffic on the bases, really both of these countries have key hit in the game so far, and it's 3-0.
A great piece of hitting there by Swiderski, going to right field, taking that fastball and putting it the other way. So the American delegation up 3-0 here. And Ethan, I was thinking about it a little bit before this game. You know, the World Baseball Classic was in January. If the U.S. played Israel, you think this would be the score right now? You think it would be a lot more than this in terms of the U.S. up on Team Israel?
Yeah, the United States fielded a good team this year, and obviously disappointing for them that they could not get it done, considering the league in which baseball is centered in is in the United States.
And it's so unfortunate. Israel's put in the same division as Venezuela and the DR. I mean, the only team they can beat is Nicaragua, and they beat them this year. But the DR and Venezuela, two of the top powerhouses. I mean, Venezuela won this year. They beat the U.S.
Let's talk about Team Israel, too, though. There's a lot of serious players on that team, too. I mean, you talk about Spencer Horowitz as
man, what a talent.
But gets behind home plate. Spencer Horowitz is having a career year. Garrett Stubbs, another MLBer. I believe Harrison Bader played on that team. Had some incredible playoff moments for a few teams.
I just wish Alex Bregman played on that team. Add another powerful bat to that lineup.
I think he was considering it big time.
So Eichel ahead of the count 0-2. He'll throw that slider once again. He just got a piece of it. That's Jackson Cohen at the plate, and as I was saying, attending McGill University. He'll be a first year in the fall. Plays college baseball there, so. Eichel looking for the pitch that he wants to get out of this jam. On an 0-2 pitch, he delivers. It's another slider, and Cohen gets a piece. We'll do it again on 0-2.
And really, the more pitches you foul off, I think at least, the more likely you're going to be able to get a pitch you can just drive. Pitch counts are so important here, and you just got to look for a fastball middle.
Another 0-2 from Eichel. It's a fastball just inside. Good take there by Cohen. And Ethan, I'm looking to my right. 3-0 game. Runner still threatening. The bullpen is not up and getting ready yet.
For Team Israel, it is.
0-2, another foul ball. So they're working the pitch count here in the top half of the third. They're not going down without a fight. They want to put this game out of reach, Ethan. Looking to possibly put up the American delegation 5-0. early on here.
3-0 is not the end of the game. 5-0 isn't either, but it's a big difference.
0-2, it's another breaking ball in the pitch that's been working for him all morning. A swing and a miss. So good work by the American delegation. They're up 3-0. We're going in the bottom half of the third. This is Maccabi baseball, and we're proud to give it to you here.
We welcome you back to Ezra Schwartz Field here for the bottom of the third inning. Team Israel has some work to do. They are down 3-0. Coming to the plate here, though. Will be Kempton returning to the mound. Had a strong bottom of the second, not as much so in the top of the first, but he got out of trouble. Looking for another clean third.
Kempton working with a lead here. American delegation up 3-0. So he's gonna try to look to keep getting guys to make weak contact as that ball is hit out to left field on a line. One down here, and on that fastball, that's the first piece of hard contact we've seen, Ethan.
Yeah, he got a bit lucky there. That was certainly not soft contact. Look at the angle of that. If that one was driven a little bit lower, that's probably a base hit.
Team Israel still trying to find their first hit. Kempton just doing an unbelievable job so far there on the mound. Getting ahead of counts. That fastball's been working for him. One away here. First pitch, slider just inside.
Got to worry about the pitch count a little bit for Kempton. It was a long top of the first. That ball is driven to left center field.
And that's going to get in the gap. He has a lot of room to run out there. Center field is still trying to get the ball. He's around second. He's headed to third, and he's in there with a stand-up triple. Team Israel is hype.
And Matt, this is a ballpark you are going to see a ton of triples. Anything that gets down in the gap will most likely be a triple, if not a homer. Just have so much space in that outfield.
So Team Israel down 3-0, but a great part of the lineup up right now, and Arbel not trying to do too much, drilling that ball out to left center field, trying to find that gap. And there's the first hit for Team Israel. And now Jer is coming up to the plate, looking to put up that first run for Team Israel. First pitch is a slider down. 1-0 is a fastball. He just got a piece of it. 1-1.
We've seen situations, Matt, so many times, even today, that a ground ball is chopped to some part of the field, and every single time the runner at third is held. You got to wonder, down 3-0 here, if you start taking a risk.
1-1 is a slider, and it's working for him right there. He goes down on strikes. That's one away here. So good work by Kempton, working back after that one-out triple that Arbel hit.
As Jason Tatum says, I guess we'll never know.
Don't even talk about the Celtics. Nixon 5. Here comes the four-hitter, Noam Goldberg. The first pitch is fouled off. So two away here, and if you're Team Israel, you're trying to get that runner at third, just 90 feet to score that first run and keep this one within 2. or 3. So the 0-1 from Kempton is a slider inside, and Ethan, you can see it right there again. He just hasn't been able to find that pitch. He got Jerez on strikes with it, but he's been throwing a lot of those inside up. He's been all over the place with that slider.
You know what, Matt, but I don't mind him really throwing that slider inside and backing those hitters off the plate. I think what that's going to do for him is it's going to open up the fastball, right? It's going to let him throw that fastball in the outside corner, and maybe you're going to get a lot of takes there.
So Goldberg ahead of the count here, 3 balls and 1 strike. The center fielder on deck and fellow Movices, and that ball is grounded too short. Over to first, it's a high throw, but and that ball is dropped. That would have been a great play there by Mandel if he got the tag on. But Stone makes an error over there at short, and that is how Team Israel gets on the board. But the American delegation still ahead 3-1.
What an absolutely wild play. I am shocked that he would have the green light to even swing up 3-0 as a grounder to the shortstop, seemingly a routine play. I think we both saw that throw a sail a little bit high, but again, what a job at first to even keep that from ricocheting off this.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's the pitch to hit because it was a 3-1 count, and in a 3-1 count, 3-1. There was a strike on. He fouled it off to almost hit us again. But, you know, maybe your eyes were closed for that one. But a pick off the first. It hits the helmet of the runner at first, but he can't go anywhere. As Mandel is, and he's shaking up there at first. Kempton with a pick off, and it hits the runner Goldberg. But he's good. And we'll do it again here. Kempton with an 0-1 delivery. That ball's in the dirt and it gets away from the catcher. So Goldberg will move up 90 feet. And once again, another runner in scoring position. Team Israel still threatening here in the bottom half of the third.
See if that's ruled a wild pitch or a pass ball, but so important to have a runner at second here with 2 outs. A base hit, you're likely scoring.
The 1-1 delivery from Kempton is another heater, and it is fouled off. So Kempton ahead of the count here, 1-2, trying to work out of trouble and get his team in the dugout up 2 runs.
Kempton's had to throw a lot in this inning, too. It was a quick second, but the first and third have been pretty brutal, especially out in the hot sun.
The 1-2 delivery is a slider down and away. 2-2, and if you're Kempton, you might want to go back to the cheddar cheese and throw that fastball. And Kempton's ready, fellow Medicis is ready, and the 2-2 is a heater, and it is hit out to right field. No catch, and they called that ball a foul ball. And from the umpire's call, he called it safe at first. We thought that ball dropped, and it was fair, but it is rather not. So the runner will return back to second base, and we'll do it again on 2-2. So fellow Movices not trying to do too much there, just trying to stay alive and make contact. And he'll look to do that once again here on a 2-2 delivery from Kempton. It's a heater and is grounded foul toward the American delegation dugout. 3-1 the count.
And the mindset for Team Israel here has to be if you can foul off the fastball, you're in good shape. If you can foul off that fastball, if you can fight it off, wait for the other pitches, take those. If something's in the zone, you attack that. But the fastball is a tough pitch.
2-2 grounded to third base. Swardiski's up with it, and another error by Team Israel. And here it comes, Team USA rather, and here comes another run for Team Israel. And oh man, 2 costly errors to put this game within 1. First Stone and now Swardiski. And this is a 1-run game, Ethan. It's 3-2 American delegation.
Absolutely wild. They always say the most important part in baseball is if you put the ball in play, run it out. Team Israel's done that so far, and it's gotten them within 1.
Well, here is Outside by Ellie Golding. Great walk-up song for the catcher, Ethan Angus.
Outside by Ellie Golding, the walk-up song, not the
walk-up song.
Pinch hitter.
Just got to clarify on that. That is a first pitch heater, misses away, 1-0 count. Fellow Medicis at first, 3-2 American delegation, 2 away. Kempton looking to work out of trouble here. 1-0 is outside once again, 2-0 count.
We've talked about the field so much today, and I really think it's so important. With really the dimensions. You could almost call first base scoring position. If you get a ball into the outfield here, there's a good chance we have a tie game. Obviously relies on a good jump from first, but
well, if another ball like Arbel hit in left center, if that's hit out there, this is a tie game, possibly Israel in the lead. But Kempton, it's a 3-0 count. He's trying to work out of trouble here. Maybe he's a little tired out there on the mound. But
he's throwing at least 20 pitches this inning. We don't have an exact count, but
and Team Israel is doing a great job against a D1 commit, putting up 2 runs against him this inning, and still threatening for some more. So the count's now full. So fellow Movisis, oh, it's so hard to say that name, will be off and running over there first with a 3-2 count. And here is the delivery by Kempton. Is a fastball and a shallow fly ball. The second baseman calls it, and Cohen is under it. So Israel with 2 runs there, and it's a 1-run game. The American delegation 3, Team Israel 2, as we go into the top half of the 4th inning. And this is Maccabi baseball. Benjamin Stone? Okay.
Good job back here.
I don't think it's Stone. Unless I completely messed up. No, there's no way it's Stone. I think it's Shapiro.
Now coming up to bat for Team USA, number 2, Benjamin Stone.
We're back here in the top half of the 4th inning, and a new pitcher for Team Israel. It's Yosef Spielman. So Eichel's day is done. And Ethan, through the first 2.5 innings, the momentum was shifted in the American delegation's way. But Team Israel putting up 2 runs in the last half of the 3rd inning. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, Matt, so one of the things I asked USA head coach Wayne Stofsky yesterday at practice is, you're going to play this team 7 times. There's obviously going to be an increasing level of familiarity with your pitchers and their hitters. And, you know, what are the ways you're going to kind of mitigate that? And he said, keep the arms fresh, play clean defense, but also switch out the pitchers a lot and don't leave an arm in for too long. And I think that's what Team Israel is doing here a little bit. It wasn't a ton of work right there for their starter, but you throw in a new arm, give them a different look.
Wow, is that right? 7 times they're playing them?
7 times. And what's, again, very interesting is regardless of if a team clinches, again, a team could clinch in 4 games. It's a best of 7, with the caveat being all 7 games are still going to be played regardless.
Well, here's a shortstop, Benjamin Stone, bottom half of the order up for the American delegation, the top half of the 4th. So Spielman working with the bottom of the order here. And that one misses. It's a first pitch ball. And you can I see right here, Benjamin Stone, he wants to be a sports broadcaster.
We were at practice yesterday, and we had 2 teams going with our media team. We had a package team to do like a video recap, and then we also had couple people working to do some stuff for social media. We go to the field, and Ben Stone raises his hand. He goes, I want to be mic'd up. And you know what head coach Stofsky said? You can't. You're at shortstop. Too dangerous.
Well, I was actually proposing possibly the idea of miking up one of these players in the field, but
It would be fun. It would be really
that's what
fun.
they do in the ESPN MLB broadcast, but these are still young players, and they got to focus on the game. So that ball misses low. It's ball 4. So another leadoff runner on here for the American delegation, excuse me, just like last inning. So a little bit of speed over here at first, and here comes Brady Feldman. So just like last inning with that runner over here at first, we saw that bunt and a miscommunication by the pitcher and first baseman. So let's see if pitch strike. And a little bit easier on the base pass here for the American delegation with a right-hander on the mound.
See if he tries to take second here. Put the pressure on.
He doesn't, and an 0-1, another heater is spoiled off by Feldman. So Spielman but Spielman is ahead of the count 0-2. He's currently winning the battle. So we'll see if Stone is off and running here on an 0-2 count. Spielman getting his pitch. He's ready. And the 0-2 delivery is a fastball, and it is looped out to right field. It is a base hit. So Stone moves up 90 feet, and runners now at first and second. And Ethan, now's the time to put down a bunt.
Now is absolutely the time to put down a bunt with 2 on, nobody out. And Matt, I'm going to give that my hitting award of the day. What a beautiful piece of slap hitting the other way. Just seeing the ball and putting bat to ball. I mean, we've seen most of the game today. Most of the runs scored are just as a result of putting the ball in play. That's what Feldman did there.
So here comes the first baseman, Josh Mandel. So he is bunting, but pulls it back, and it's a first pitch ball.
Interesting factoid in the box score today. The United States with 8 hits, Israel with 2.
That ball gets away. So the bunt sign will be off now as both runners move ahead 90 feet. Runners at third and second with the American delegation threatening once again. But this time only up 1 run.
That's just such a huge play for the United States right there, especially with no outs in the inning.
So runners at third and second, and that ball gets away once again by the catcher, but
you know what's
not
so
far enough
about
out of his reach for the American delegation to score that run over there at third.
What's so interesting about that play is it almost appears like Mandel stepped out of the batter's box before the pitch was thrown. Wonder if there was some miscommunication about time being called.
Well, if you're Mandel here, you're looking for a walk and flip that batting order around to the top.
Wow.
That will miss. That looks like a strike right there, but nonetheless, a 4-pitch walk for Josh Mandel, and here comes Gabriel Shapiro, the leadoff hitter. So Spielman in a little bit of trouble here. Bases loaded, no outs. And Team Israel will have to find a way to work out of this.
Yeah, Matt, you can't sugarcoat this. This is what you'd call a mess. Top of the 4th inning, bases loaded, nobody out. Spielman having a little bit of trouble locating the zone, and it's just not an opportune time for that to happen.
And, you know, Ethan, it was one of those things where, you know, it's a tournament, right? So you want to be able to rest these guys, have them on a pitch count. So Eichler, yeah, he could still be out there, but they want to save him. But potentially they should have probably put him out there for another inning. So bases loaded, no outs, and it's a first pitch breaking ball, and Spielman's all over the place. He's lost it here in the 4th.
Can always, you know, second guess your decisions, but at the same time, you have only so many arms, you're going to have to throw them all.
The 1-0 is a heater and a swing and a miss by Gabe Shapiro. Good job there by Spielman working back.
Other thing, too, about game theory is would you rather throw your high leverage arms earlier or later? If you throw them earlier, at least you have some time to come back, but it'd be tough.
So 1-1, that is a tailor-made ground ball. Step on the bag for 1 over to first. It's a double play. Just what you need if you're Team Israel.
you will gladly concede a run right there just to get a pitch hit on the ground. You have 2 outs right there. 1 run scores. You don't mind it if your Team Israel still a runner at third, but 2 gone.
So Monday through Sunday, you will take that any day of the week. You will sacrifice a run for a double play. But the run does score, so the American delegation up 4-2 now with
2 gone.
2 gone.
You'll take that on February 28th, too, you know that? Or 29th. We always have 28. I always mess that one up.
That's 1 month you always mess up. I can never get that either. Feldman over the runner at third. 2 away here, so great work by Spielman. He was sort of losing it pretty early there in that count, but throwing that strike and inducing that tailor-made ground ball. 2 away here. Next delivery is a fastball in the dirt, so Spielman, if he can get out of this inning with just 1 run allowed, having the bases loaded with no outs, he will take that any day of the week.
He absolutely will, Matt, and I think the thing he's thankful for, too, is he knows that he doesn't have his best command today. Probably not his strongest day on the mound, but he has 2 bases open.
A 12-6 curveball misses just low, and a 3-0 count, so we will see the take sign here from Notterman. You're not trying to do too much to him because he was the one that drilled that ball in the first inning for a 1-out triple to put the American delegation up early 1-0.
Seen a couple triples already today, but
3-0 delivery. That ball misses outside, ball 4. So runners at third and first here for the 3-hitter, Tanner Wasserman. And as you were talking about it, Ethan, you know, first game of the tournament. And yeah, if you're a couple games down the road and you need to clinch a playoff spot and to keep going on, you're keeping Eichel out there because his slider was working today. But it's still the first game. Give him some rest. Put Spielman out there. Put your relievers out there. Let them work and take a break.
Yeah, Team Israel already has another arm warming up in the bullpen. What you have to be so worried about with the walks is, as you always say, they often come around to score, especially with Triples Alley here. Triples Alley's everywhere, just so the audience knows. Everywhere is Triples Alley, except for maybe left field. There is a ton of space in the outfield.
You know, and I'm surprised no one's hit it toward the wall out there and left. It's 306. That's pretty short.
The only issue is you have a wall right above the bullpen. That was an interesting play.
I'm going to refer to my team once again. Doesn't it look like the Green Monster? Told me that one before the game, huh?
Notterman was almost daring the throw. I just want to go back to that play from home plate. Shuffling towards second base. Probably about the easiest stolen base I've seen.
So 1-1, that ball is hit out to center. But right at fellow Movices, and a great job there by Spielman. He had the bases loaded. He only allowed 1 run. Great work there for Team Israel getting out of that inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's the American delegation 4 and Israel 2. We'll be right back, and this is Maccabi baseball. It's the first game of many here. Four to 2, and we know we're up and we're ready to go here in Israel, but we know a lot of you guys back in the United States are probably fast asleep. I wish I was sleeping right now because I'm still thrown off with the whole jet lag and all of that. But we're broadcasting a baseball game, and honestly, Ethan, there's nothing better.
I'll tell you what, if you are in the United States and you're watching this just past Eastern Time, 4 a.m., that is dedication, and we appreciate you for it. That is very impressive.
So the American delegation with a different idea. They'll keep Kempton on the mound. They're not worried about a pitch count. And, Ethan, you don't see any pitchers up and warming up for the American delegation. So they're looking to ride Kempton out here, up 4-2 in the bottom half of the fourth.
Yeah, his pitch count's high, but you would think, I mean, he's going to college as a starting pitcher. You'd think he'd definitely be stretched out a little bit for sure. A lot of talks about game theory, and we said at the top of the broadcast, it is so important to win game one. Also important to keep your pitchers healthy. It's always a give and take.
And, maybe it's a thing that they're keeping Kempton out here because Broker, the leadoff hitter, is the 7th hitter in the lineup, and they have 7, 8, 9 coming up. So maybe they're trying to extend him one more inning. He'll work the bottom half of the order. But you hear it in the MLB all the time. It's very difficult when you go back to the top of the order and face them for the 3rd time. It's very, very difficult as that first pitch is inside for ball 1. So Kempton behind 1-0 and a heater. That ball is fouled off. 1-1 count. Good work there by Kempton, finding that heater here. And he's doing a great job, Ethan. I know he allowed those 2 runs, but those 2 runs were not earned. Those errors by Stone and Swiderski over there at short and third. Kempton's pitching a gem, Ethan.
He's absolutely pitching a gem. He's looked dominant really in this game. Team Israel, they've started to be able to time up the fastball, but they haven't been able to time it up for hits.
And your job as a pitcher is to throw strikes, get that ball over the plate, and let your defense work. And if your defense is making errors, that's not on you. All you got to do is just look at them and say, you'll get them next time. You'll make the next play.
His Broker's on there.
But rather, a leadoff walk here for Team Israel. Not ideal for Kempton on the mound, and maybe we'll start to see some action and some guys getting loose in the U.S. bullpen. But here comes Jonas, the first baseman, Jonas Medhani.
And, Matt, that might be something you see, but I don't think that walk's going to be the difference maker. I think if Wayne Stofsky was going to get the bullpen up, he was planning to either probably do it this inning or to start next inning already. You would certainly think you're starting to see the point that would start to happen. He's labored this game. That is Kempton.
So Kempton once again fell behind the count, but another heater there, and Medhani just getting a piece of it to even it up at 1-1. And, man, what a beautiful morning it is here. Wind blowing out to right center field, and we're just so happy to cover this game for you with opening ceremonies later tonight.
That one's in there.
Great spot there. Another heater to get him looking on the inside half. A lot of strikeouts looking here for Kempton. It's difficult if you're Team Israel to put the bat on the ball with that heater. But the last inning, they've actually started to figure him out a little bit and put good, hard contact on the barrel.
Yeah, Kempton's really starting to mow him down. That, I believe, his 7th strikeout of the day so far.
He's looking like Paul Skeens and Christopher Sanchez out there. All right, I'm not going to go there.
Don't leave out the Miz.
How could I forget him? 1-0 is inside, and that drills him, and that got him in the ribs, and he is down. Oh, man. Let's hope Posmenter is okay. 91 to the ribs.
Don't want to get hit there. That's really hope he's okay.
And Kempton on the mound, he's saying that Posmenter went around and then pulled back late. But the umpires disagree. And rather, runners will be on second and first now. So once again, another inning with Kempton in trouble, Ethan. And wow, Posmenter is okay. Just tremendous toughness by him. And he'll walk very diligently over here to first. The first base coach walking with him to make sure he is okay. So Kempton in trouble once again. Runners at first and second for the 10-hitter. Sorry, that is Eichler, the starting pitcher. So the lineup will turn over. It's the top of the order. It's Katz. Definitely the part of the order you want to have up.
Now batting for Team Israel, number 13, Noam Katz.
So the coach will take the ball from Kempton, and his day is done. And we have a pitching change here in Israel. The U.S. delegation is up 4-2, but Israel threatening once again. Runners on first and second. We'll be right back here for Maccabi baseball in Israel.
Number 13, Jonah Cohen.
Out of the count, 0-1.
Want to know an interesting fact about Syracuse University?
What is that?
They don't have a baseball team.
Oh, yeah, they don't. But I'm on the club baseball team, and I'm having a great time up there. And you go there, too, and I see you in the Newhouse School all the time.
Yeah.
Man.
I forgot to mention that, yeah.
So many great alums have come out of Syracuse. Mike Tirico, Ian Eagle, Sean McDonough. I can go on and on.
Donovan McNabb. Joe Biden. Former president. A Syracuse law alum.
And how can you forget about Bob Costas, one of the best to do it.
Good old Robert.
So Cohen ahead of the count. It's 0-1. He'll throw that heater. That ball is down and away in a 1-1 count. And now up to the plate is Arbel. And he was the one to smack that ball into left center to give Israel some life and give them 2 runs that last inning. So runners at first and second and the right man to have up. And a 1-1 pitch from Cohen to Arbel is a breaking ball just inside. So Arbel now ahead of the count, 2-1. Cats, excuse me.
Matt, you got to wonder if you got a new club baseball recruit here on the mound.
It's a 2-1. That ball is just outside of the bag at third, and that ball is rolling for days. And did the U.S. delegation get lucky there?
They certainly did.
I'll tell you, this guy Cohen might be my teammate next year.
That's what I was saying.
I'm sorry, I misheard you, but if I see him out there, I'm taking him any day of the week. Count even up 2-2. Cohen's delivery is a fastball chopped over to third, and another foul ball. So we'll do it again. And the right part of the order here, Noam Katz for Team Israel. And they're looking to tie up this game, possibly take the lead with Katz up at the plate for the go-ahead run.
And the one luxury you don't have with Cohen is the fastball's nice. It's not the same. Sitting around 80 to 84. Not in the 90s like with Kempton.
2-2. That ball is hit out to center. Center fielder calling off the right fielder. No tag there. And good work there by Cohen, battling back, being behind 2-1, but pitching the contact and getting a weak fly ball to fly out to the center fielder, Notterman.
What a strong throw by Notterman there, too. I thought there was a really good chance you'd see a tag there. It's obviously a tough play, but that throw, a dart to third base, took that totally out of consideration.
And Ethan Notterman is having a great game. As you remember, he was the one to knock that ball into right center in the first inning to put the American delegation up and haven't looked past since.
Started out the party in the USA if you're a Katy Perry fan.
So two-way here, Israel still threatening, and a little miscommunication here. He tried to deliver the pitch, but I think the catcher or batter called time in advance, so we'll do it again here.
Yeah, initially thought that one was a balk, but I think time was called, so.
And I'll tell you what, Ethan, I think the American delegation's being smart here. If you're a hitter and you're looking at 90 and then you go down to 80 to 84, it's difficult. And yeah, it might be a little slower, but it's definitely hard to time up a guy who's throwing 92 and 90 mile an hour plus to now to a guy who's only throwing 80 plus.
Takes some time to get used to. I think for sure it's the type of thing that once they get on the fastball, they'll stay on the fastball.
100%.
But a big pitch mix that Cohen has here.
So Arbel's spitting on it, and that ball is in the dirt. And to be honest with you, if Cohen wants to walk him, I wouldn't mind it. Arbel has been playing great today, especially up there at the dish.
Wow.
Great spot there by Cohen, right at the knees for a called strike. Except for Arbel's error over there at shortstop to put the American delegation up 2-0. But he's been doing his job at the plate.
Still ahead 2-1.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. So Cohen, he gets that out in Katz, and now he's trying to get Arbel here, and wouldn't that be something, getting the 1 and 2 man out?
Be pretty impressive.
With Israel threatening here once again in the bottom half of the fourth. Cohen has his pitch, and he's ready. And the 2-2 is drilled in the left center field. It is a base hit. The run around third, he's coming in to score, and he does. Wonderful day, and he just keeps producing up there at the plate with a triple and now a single. And Ethan, he's on cycle watch, but no one has hit it out there yet. But Arbel just doing his job. He's hyping out his dugout, and it's 4-3 now. American delegation still on top.
What a piece of hitting right there by Arbel. He was patient, he waited for his pitch and lined one into left center.
Israel not done yet, still with runners at first and second, and they'll do it again now with the 3-hitter, Daniel Jerez.
Had a hit earlier today, struck out once.
So Cohen's doing a good job in throwing the ball over the plate, but a mistake there, throwing that heater right over the plate, and Arbel did not miss it, stinging that one in the left center. And man, is he just having an impressive day at the plate. He might be a guy, like you were talking about early on, Barry Bonds, Arbel, definitely two different guys, but you might want to think about intentionally walking here, as that ball is hit in the center field, and the damage is done. So Cohen leaves with just allowing 1 run, and that run will actually go in Kempton's line. So the American delegation will be up 4-3 coming into the top of the 5th inning. And a good one we have here pretty early. And it's Maccabi baseball here in Israel on a beautiful morning. And we're happy to cover it for you.
Now pitching for Team Israel.
Weissman or Weissman, 14G.
5th inning. getting to the later innings now, and Team Israel will go to the pen for the third time. And now it's Jonah Weissman taking the ball, another left-hand pitcher for Team Israel. And Ethan, they're only down 1 run. We got a good game here in Israel.
This is an absolutely incredible game, really a grinded-out game, not a ton of power that we've seen so far, but these teams have ran out balls. You know, you never know if you put the ball in play, if you're going to get on, if you're going to score some runs. And there has been so much action on the base paths so far.
Yes, there has. Every single inning, it seems like a different team is threatening with either a runner at third and second or second and first. But it seems like every single inning, one of these two teams is threatening. And if you took the over on this game, congratulations, because it's slamming.
What's the over?
8.5.
8.5. We're just making it up now. Okay.
And you can see Team Israel, all three pitchers have had a pretty dirty slider, throwing the U.S. off balance.
And you're able to play the matchups. You're facing Emmanuel, the lefty. Got Applebaum and Swidarski up next, I believe, two righties. But a good way to ease your pitcher into it.
1-2, a swing and a miss on that slider. Good work by Weissman, getting that first out, because in the top half of the third and fourth inning, the American delegation was able to get that leadoff runner at first.
Threw him the junk. Could say the poison.
Yeah, Weissman is a junk pitcher.
You didn't get my joke.
I didn't. I don't get many jokes. Warn you.
Great song.
Here is the 5-hitter Asher Applebaum, the catcher today. He's doing a great job behind the plate. Hasn't really allowed many balls to get past him. Team Israel, I think, took 2 bags on a wild pitch, but it's been all junk so far from Weissman. Another slider there. And Applebaum making contact. And a 1-1 count here.
Applebaum, another one of these Americans with a hit. He had a single in the first inning. Right to third base.
So a 1-1 pitch is a heater right past him. And Ethan, that's exactly what you want to do. As a hitter, it's difficult. You see 2 sliders in a row, that's slower, and you throw that heater, it looks like 95 miles an hour compared to 80 miles an hour that he's actually throwing. 1-2. He wanted to, but he held off. Good take there by Applebaum, so it's a 2-2 count.
And regardless of how good your stuff is, that's what just having different pitches is helpful for. Mix them up. Keep the hitters off balance.
That's why it's good to be a junk pitcher. So a 2-2 pitch and another slider. Ball's hit in the air, but it'll get out of play. And we'll do it again on a 2-2 count.
Say a poison pitcher. I don't think that one's going to stick, though.
Oh, man, you're a funny guy. And I'll tell you what, before this inning, I had someone come over to me and was like, son, your father's watching in the U.S. It's 4:30 a.m. So, Dad, thank you very much. I love you. That ball is smacked. Just need to straighten that one out. And maybe that ball was gone, but good piece of hitting there by Applebaum.
I think my parents will be well rested once they wake up at 7:30 or 8 a.m. to watch this one.
That's when we were up too. And, yeah, we'll sleep in August. So once again, we'll have a 2-2 delivery from Weissman. And another slider. Can of corn there. Fly ball, and a little bit of trouble there by the center fielder. He tripped last second, but still holds on to the ball. So Weissman getting the first 2 hitters. Good work by him, and now it'll be Sam Swidarski. And we saw Swidarski in his last at-bat poking that ball to right field to get another run in for the American delegation.
How about a 1-2-3 here? We haven't seen many of those.
We haven't seen many of those. Like I was saying, those runners in the last 2 innings for the American delegation reaching, those leadoff runners. But Weissman not messing around, just outside of the bag over there at third. And once again, Weissman working ahead of the count. And if Team Israel can get in the dugout, only down 4-2, and you still have 3 innings to tie up this ball game and potentially win it. And man, would this be some upset, Ethan?
It would be. And to answer my previous inquiry, there have only been 2 1-2-3 innings.
Good spot there on the slaughter, just missed outside.
Both in the second.
1-1. That looked like it was right there too, but it was not. So now Swidarski is ahead of the count, 2-1. So Weissman looking to get back into the count, and he does. Fastball, good pitch there. So the count's even up 2-2. And Ethan, I'm going to ask you. So it's my first time in Israel. Is it your first time?
It's my second time.
Second time.
I actually came with my family in 2022. Just a beautiful country.
So now being
the
here,
homeland.
the homeland, it's tremendous, and just being here is awesome. Great pitch there. He goes the slider again, and he's pumped up. He jumps off the mound. So Weissman with a 1-2-3 inning, and we go to the bottom half of the fifth. The American delegation put up a big 0 there, so Team Israel down 4-2, and they come up to bat. And we'll be right back here. It's Maccabi baseball in Israel. To 2. And Yosef Weissman still on the mound. 4-3, sorry. Team Israel did get a run on that RBI single by Arbel. So as I was saying, Jonah Cohen still on the mound for the American delegation.
Philadelphia native, his first time playing in a Maccabi event.
Just cleanup hitter Noam Goldberg goes down to a knee. And a good fastball there by Cohen. And Ethan, in terms of pitchers throwing fastballs, it seems like a lot of the hitters haven't been able to make much contact on the heaters that have been at the knees and below today.
Yeah, it's certainly less of a challenge now with the Ivy League commit off the mound, but
Can of corn out to right field, and one away. Emmanuel makes the grab in right field, so one quick out here for the American delegation, and Cohen on the mound. And here comes the 5-hitter, Meyer Felomovicis. I got it there, Ethan.
You're so proud of yourself, aren't you?
Man, I am. It's hard pronouncing some of these names, but. So just like Weissman on the mound, Cohen looking to go 1-2-3 as well, and doing a great job there already, getting ahead of a count once again.
Souvenir to the mud parking lot.
You look in the direction, you see that Team Israel jersey over there. I want to buy that Spencer Horwitz jersey after this game. Hey, man, he's special. Not sure what Felomovicis was looking for there, but a little bit of a check swing, and the ball made contact with the bat. So Cohen now ahead 0-2, so we'll see if he goes to the junk or if he throws a waste pitch here. but he has his sign and delivers an 0-2. And a slaughter, great spot and frame there by the catcher, but misses just outside. And so we'll do it again here now, 1-2.
First base line umpire says strike 3.
Well, the umpires usually agree, but maybe not this time. 1-2 count. The pitch from Cohen is inside, and count is now even up. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Should have made that more clear, was referring to myself. First base line and a little bit set back.
All right, haven't been able to understand your jokes this morning, but it's okay. Count even up, 2-2. Cohen delivers. It's a fastball, and it is hit off the number and is a shallow hit. Good piece of hitting by fellow Movices. Falls behind in the count and then evens it up and not trying to do too much. A little flare out there to center. And Ethan, as I was talking about a little earlier, that's all you need to do. Center fielder playing so far back, and all you really want to try and do is just get the wood on the ball and just get it there.
Absolutely, you get on any way you can.
So Cohen allowing that runner will not go 1-2-3. And a pickoff move here. Mandel not putting the tag on the first base runner.
It's a tremendous pickoff move there. Really quick. Turns, throws to the base. Better throw likely gets him.
So Ethan Agus now at the plate, and the runner is off, and a little miscommunication there because I think the hitter tried the bunt, and the second baseman went to cover first as the first baseman went in, so the shortstop got a little confused there, but he was supposed to cover the bag, and a free bag there for Team Israel, and a little bit of trouble here with the infield now coming to calm Cohen down, and a pitching visit here, and in a 4-3 game, Ethan, with a runner now threatening and scoring position, we could have a brand new ball game going into the top half of the 6th inning.
This is the most important part of the game for sure, and that's why you see Wayne Stofsky coming out to the mound here. For the United States, you do everything you can to not surrender that run. You obviously don't want to surrender anymore as well. But that's how it happens. That's why in baseball, a 1-run lead is so fragile. I mean, you have a ball hit extremely softly that just kind of sneaks through the infield, and that's your single. Really easy pickings on that stolen base. The throw went behind the bag. Could have gone into center field, and all of a sudden,
You're lucky the shortstop got there.
Absolutely. You have 2 chances to get a base hit with 1 out, and again, all of a sudden, back to 0-0.
So now Agus has that runner out there, and that's the tying run. Like I was saying, the momentum was all the U.S. way through the first 2.5, but that momentum has changed drastically, Ethan.
I think on both sides, especially the United States, you're looking at maybe the situations you had on this game, and you were wishing you would have capitalized a little bit more. There were some bases loaded spots that, I believe in the first inning, they only got 1, and it looked like things were really spiraling on the Israeli side.
100%, and now it's momentum's now in their hands, and now they're looking to tie up this game. That last pitch was a called strike, so Cohen will deliver a 1-1, and he'll throw his breaking ball there, and he is ahead of the count here, 1-2. So, Ethan, I know I asked you, you've been in Israel before. What has been your favorite thing so far out here, would you say, that you've done so far? I know the first day was terrible because we got all thrown off by the jet lag and all of that. The ball's hit out to left field, and another can of corn there.
Big
So
play.
2 down and a big out there for Cohen on the mound, and Wasserman makes the play in left. 2 away here, and the runner stays put at second base.
Matt, to your previous question, we haven't done a whole ton out here in terms of exploring. That'll be our 3rd week. I don't think you can top the Western Wall, though.
Well,
Dead Sea, maybe.
we'll be there in 2 weeks, and
We will.
I was able to get to the gym yesterday, and, man, it's a nice gym.
That's your favorite
Staying
part
at
of
Kafar.
Israel, the
Yeah,
gym.
The gym.
The gym.
Well, obviously covering these games
Yeah.
is such a just blessing, but it's been great.
Planet Fitness 1, Western Wall 2.
Oh, man. It's just beautiful here, though. My first time, and we went into Tel Aviv yesterday, and just being in the car, looking out the window, being in downtown Tel Aviv, it looked awesome.
Really
Check
a
swing.
beautiful
We'll
city.
appeal with the umpire at second, and I don't think he was looking. So he's just going to say he didn't go around, but I don't think he was paying attention over there.
Ooh, that's quite the call out.
You could see it was pretty noticeable. Got to be on top of your job here. So Cohen doesn't like that pitch selection, so he'll step off the mound and he'll regroup here. This would be something if he can work out of trouble here, Ethan.
It
Would
would
much
be
rather
something.
go into the dugout up 1 than a tie game.
You would think.
Cohen delivers. It's a fastball in a great spot there on the outer half. So Cohen now with 2 strikes. So we'll see what pitch he goes to here to try and get the hitter. The pitch is a slider and is drilled to left field. That ball is down. It's a base hit. Runner out third. He's around. He will score easily. And this game is tied.
And look at the emotion at first base from Omer Broker. What a piece of hitting, lining it down the third base line. He said he had 2 chances. They don't capitalize on number 1. Chance number 2. Oh, yeah.
And now it's anyone's ball game. We're all tied up at 4 apiece. U.S. up 3-0 pretty early on, and Israel chipping away every single inning slightly and have finally battled their way back. The ball to flex off the pitcher, Cohen, and another error, and this inning is just turning into chaos for Team Israel. The American delegation, excuse me. So Cohen makes an error out there at second. So Cohen, the pitcher, it deflects off his glove, and Cohen at second makes an error. So now Team Israel, once again with that runner at second and first, threatening once again, Ethan, they can be in the lead going into the top of the 6th inning.
Call that a game of Cohen pinball.
Now batting for Team Israel, number 7, Yael Balkari.
You want to build that game with me? We can go to the arcade and propose that idea.
To build it, really, to propose the idea or put the machine together. I don't know if I'm so good at that part.
I mean, we're broadcasters, not engineers, so we can't really do that. But, maybe we'll try.
Correct.
So Team Israel runners at first and second, and a little gift there for Cohen. It was a high fastball.
Matt, what you got to worry about here, too, is you got 2 runners on. They're basically both threats to score right here. It's a 4-4 game right here. With the blink of an eye, it could really be 6-4.
We have a pinch hitter here for Team Israel. It was the first baseman, Jonas Mendahi, but he's out of the game. Let's hope he's not injured.
We'll get that to you in a second.
And a 0-1 delivery, that ball is down. So Cohen just trying to work out of trouble here, and beside that,
Yael Bakari coming in.
Beside that last half, great work by Weissman, Ethan. We were talking about it. 1-2-3 inning for him, but once again, another inning with runners threatening in scoring position. And now it's all tied up at 4-4. It's anybody's ball game. 1-1, that ball is drilled to left field. It's over the head, and it bounces up against the wall. 1 run is in. Here comes another, and Team Israel is up 6-4.
I thought that ball was going to leave.
I thought that ball was out too.
It's the best swing we've seen today, the furthest we've seen a ball hit today.
You bring out that pinch hitter, and that ball, he doesn't. Man, that ball was drilled. Wow.
What a turn of events.
What a turn of events.
And it's so funny because I was trying to maybe prep you and prep everybody else. Most any ball hit into the outfield, any runner at first base is going to try to score. Wasn't a question there. That was hit all the way to the wall.
When you look at it, the American delegation was probably minus 275 coming into this game. Team Israel was probably plus 190.
Matt, I do really enjoy how we're just making up odds.
But wow, just great piece of hitting. He picked out his pitch that he wanted, and he wasted no time. Hit that over the left fielder's head, and Wasserman. And it's a new ball game. It's 6-4 Team Israel, and so now U.S. has to play from behind.
And if you're the United States here, you just got to worry about getting out of the inning first. Runs have been, I don't want to say easy to come by, but
another piece of hard contact, but that's just fouled off past third base.
There's been a lot of scrappy runs this game. You know what I'm saying? It's the type of thing that if you put the bat on the ball, it's not impossible to come back. It's pretty easy to imagine them coming back here, but you just got to worry about holding this to 2.
Well, and you're right about that. A lot of runs have come off errors today.
Look at the last one right there. We had the game of pinball, and pinball led to 2 points.
There were 2 outs.
Runs they call them in baseball.
If that play is made by Cohen out there at second, I know it was difficult because it deflected off the pitcher Cohen and then changed directory. and probably was a little difficult for him. But if he makes that play, like you said, we're at a 4-4 game going into the 6th, but now it's 6-4, Team Israel. Umpire calls time. Cohen's not happy. He wanted to deliver that pitch. As a pitcher myself, when that's happened in the past, I haven't been happy either.
Yeah, it's kind of a given in the game. You're going to have some miscommunication. If time's granted, there's going to be a delay from when the umpire signals. But
Cohen goes back to the heater. That's inside and up, and brushed off the plate.
Got the Jaws music playing.
You heard that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Goes to the breaking ball there, and it is nowhere near the zone. So a walk here, and man, has this inning just turned into a complete disaster for Cohen and the American delegation. And at this point, he's just trying to find a way to get out of this inning.
A lot of tough luck for sure, and it really all hasn't been his fault. We've seen so much soft contact today turn into base runners, turn into eventual runs.
Well, and Ethan, if you're the American delegation, you're not hanging your heads yet. You still have 6 outs to work with. You're down by 2 runs. What is there to put your head down and mope about? You gotta get your guys up. When Cohen goes in the dugout, get your guys up and try and find a way to keep getting runners on and win this ball game.
Well, there's nothing to mope about at all. I think what we've seen today and what we're going to continue to see throughout the series is it's going to be a struggle when these hitters basically have the whole book on these pitchers. They face them time and time again. And when you're looking at game 1 and there's already a growing familiarity, this is going to be an offensive series.
Well, and I'll tell you what, Cohen's lost it here. So if you're Team Israel and you're fun and you get that heater down the zone, he's just trying to locate and find the zone. If you get that heater, you want to find a way to drill that out into the outfield. And he throws that heater again, and like I was saying, got lucky there. A called strike.
Yeah, if you're Team Israel, again, I've said it a lot, it's certainly a balance. You do not want to give Cohen extra help. Lay off any pitches outside, but that might be a pitch right there that you look to drive. He did there.
So that ball is fouled off, and now Cohen, he has 2 strikes, so he's going to have to pick out his pitch that he wants here to bring his guys back in the dugout. But, man, just a change of events here now with the American delegation up 3-0 early and Israel chipping away slightly every inning, and now they're up 6-4. And they're the underdogs coming into this. But I'll tell you, Ethan, maybe it's a home field advantage type of thing. And that ball hits him. So the umpire gets drilled too, and man, is he hurt. And he throws his helmet, and man, and he's going to walk toward us. He needs a second.
One of our field managers going over.
Let's hope he's okay, Ethan.
Help out.
Oh, man. Let's hope he's okay. So Cohen's just completely lost it, Ethan, and now the bases are loaded. He could have gotten out of this game if, he got a little bit of help, but I'll tell you what, as a pitcher, all your job to do is throw it over the plate, and you can't really blame your infield if they make errors. You just got to do your job, and now you got the bases loaded again, and, it's definitely not ideal.
Has to be a lonely feeling, really, because you're out there on the mound, you don't have your best stuff. We've seen that today from a few guys. Again, it's so tough in this weather. The field, we can't feel it here, but from what we've been told, it is very hot on that field. You see nobody else warming up in the bullpen. And Coach Wayne Stofsky, he might not be saying it to you, but he's mouthing it to you. This is your ball game right here.
Right.
You figure it out. That's not a great situation to be in.
It's
put
not.
It lightly.
It's not. You don't see anyone warming up. So he's giving this thing to Cohen, and he's pretty much saying, he's patting him on the shoulder and goes, get us out of this. Only down 2 runs, and let us go to work when we're back up at the plate in the 6th inning.
Still only a 2-run game, but Israel knocking on the door here. Again, this is, I feel like, very parallel to the situation we saw in the top of the first. That's going to be your key moment of the game. The United States only able to score 1. They forced a ton of pitches, a ton of base runners. You would have liked to have more than that. If Israel can get a big hit here, it could be 5.
Well, and Ethan, you were telling me last inning, the American delegation with 8 hits, Team Israel with only 2, but now it's 8 hits to 6. So they're
United
chipping
States
away.
With 3 errors also.
Yeah,
That's
they're putting wood on the ball, and that's what you got to do. You got to put the bat on the ball and make the infield and outfield, feel pressured. So here's the power left-hand bat, and Jerez, the left fielder. And with the bases loaded, he's trying to possibly put this game out of reach, Ethan. If he can sting a ball in the gap, you got speed over here at first. And he'll go down to a knee. And good work there by Cohen. Exactly what he needed there. So after 5, a huge turn of events. Team Israel puts 3 runs on the board there and is now 6-4 Team Israel. And when we come back, I will give the play-by-play back over to Ethan. That's not my job. I'll go back to color. And we'll be back here in just a second. And this is Maccabi baseball. Team Israel 6, the American delegation 4.
Work to be done for the United States. We're back here in the top of the 6th inning. It was a 3-run bottom of the 5th for Team Israel. They lead 6-4.
Jackson Cohen.
It's Jackson Cohen leading off for the United States, and it'll be Jonah Weissman taking the mound for a second frame.
Yeah, and I don't see why he would get taken out as he went 1-2-3. A great last inning for him getting ahead of the count, putting his team in the dugout, and now they're up 6-4, and he has a lead to work with, Ethan.
He absolutely does. Cohen without a hit today. He takes ball 1 low in the dirt. I guess you can't really call it dirt. Low in the red turf. That's going to be an adjustment for sure.
And I'll tell you what, being a baseball player my whole life, playing on a turf field is a blessing. You get every hop and every bounce your way when you're in the infield, and it's just great. Especially in the outfield, you get those lucky hops right to you.
Does get hotter, though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you that. Those players are probably scorching hot right now on the turf. When I was walking in my hotel room the other day, I was walking on turf, and the comparison from pavement to that was like 9 degrees warmer.
That's ball 3 down low. Count 3-1. If you're Jackson Cohen here, there's no way you have the green light, right?
No, you're just 3-1 count, you're ahead of the count. You take another strike, but if it's nowhere near, you take that leadoff runner, you're down 2, and you got to find a way to make something work.
You need base runners if you're the U.S., and he did have the green light. Ground to short. Tough play. It's made. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I thought they made the play. It was dropped at first base.
Wow.
The range at shortstop, my goodness.
Oh, that was unbelievable, and he had it, and I thought he was up, and I thought it was a strong throw right to his chest, and that's the second time we've seen the first baseman make an error. First on that double play that was tailor-made, and now this time, too.
I think that might be a hit.
I think you got to give it a hit, too. A little bit of Ella Langley here, choosing Texas. A little bit of country. Got to love it.
Wow. What an insane turn of events there. What an insane play. It was Arbel at shortstop who
he's having a great day.
Would have been the best play of the day,
if
defensively at least.
If Team Israel wins this game, Ethan, I think you got to give him the player of the game.
Well, again, we're in a results-oriented business. The play wasn't made. It was a very impressive attempt. But a base runner for the U.S., just what the doctor ordered. 1-1 count here.
We gonna make opening ceremonies, or?
I'm gonna call that a no. It's Samson Knopf who came into the game. He was a defensive replacement, I believe, for Stone.
Well, now Weissman with his first runner allowed, so we'll see if he loses it a little bit or if he can stay in that zone just like he did last inning going 1-2-3.
That one is popped up towards right field. Second baseman, right fielder converged, and the ball's dropped. Charging and going to second. He is.
Dropped it.
Wow. That's a tough play right there. You almost wonder if it's intentional to try to get the force out at second base. And they were close.
I'll tell you what.
Almost getting Jackson Cohen at second, but 2 runners on for the U.S. now.
Right, I'll tell you what. It's been a mess. You're on a we were just talking about it, and now we have a mound visit. But we were just talking about it. We're on a turf field. And you're seeing both these teams making errors everywhere left and right. Now, this time by the outfield, it's been the infield all day. But now the outfield, and you see the right fielder calling off the second baseman there.
That is the right fielder's ball, by the way.
It is his ball, yes. A great call-off by him there, and you got to catch that ball, you know. And now you have runners at second and first, whereas you had a runner possibly at first with 1 out, and now you're in a little bit of trouble here.
You might have gotten a better look than I did at that. Was he charging in the whole time? What kind of jump do you think
he was? He was charging in the whole time. The second baseman was going back, and he thought he had it at first. But you heard the right fielder scream, I got it, and called him off. But
in that case, it's just a ball in between. If he's charging at full speed, that's an unfortunate turn of events there. I mean, he had it. It went right off his glove, but just off the front. Trouble again. We've said it a lot.
A lot. Almost every inning.
Looking for another word there, but the truth is it's been almost every inning.
And
he got hit. The United States will have the bases loaded. It happens all so quickly.
I'll tell you what, Ethan, these guys hate getting plunked. They just want to swing the bat and make something happen.
And as you see Cohen go down to first in a little bit of pain, but you cannot mind that.
Batting for Team USA, number 50.
And the United States will have a pinch hitter here in the biggest spot of the game.
Number 50, Ari Einhorn.
It's going to be Ari Einhorn with the bases loaded. The United States have 0 outs. They have the pond juiced like Barry Bonds in 2003.
Smart move here by the American delegation. Einhorn coming in the game. He'll now replace Mandel over here at first for that righty-lefty matchup instead of that left-left matchup. And like you were saying, this is probably the biggest spot of the game so far. And you look by the Israel.
We've said it about 5 times.
Said it about 5 times.
It's
and
true.
you see by the Israel dugout, every fan is up on the fence right now.
Really on both dugouts. That's strike 1. 1-1 count here on Einhorn. Again, you said it. I will confirm the biggest spot of the game. Team Israel desperately needing an out here. You'll probably take a sacrifice fly. You just need to start getting outs.
Or if you can, just like you did back in that other inning where you had that tailor-made double play when you had bases loaded, no outs, and then you had that tailor-made ground ball to Arbel at short, and then he threw it over to first for that double play.
That would be huge.
That's what you're hoping for.
That's the best case scenario. That was right below the zone for ball 2, and that is swung on and hit to right center. The catch will be made, and the United States is going to get a run. They concede the run going home. United States within 1.
Just what Einhorn needed to do. Put the ball in play, put it in the outfield, and let your runner score. But the second base runner didn't tag up, so that's good work by Weissman making Einhorn put the ball in play. And now your runners at first and second still threatening, but you're still up 1 run.
It was Cohen coming home for the United States. And again, that is the right play by Israel. You are not going to get the runner at home. Throw the ball into third so you can keep it so there's only 1 runner in scoring position. Again, a 1-run game. That runner at second is the key man. That almost hit him. It's Gabriel Shapiro. We're back to the top of the order. His 3rd at-bat of the game. You go lefty-lefty here. The 2-0 count now.
And I'll tell you what, Ethan, the right part of the lineup to have up, and he's already ahead 2-0.
Absolutely. You have a runner at first. You have a runner at second. The United States down by 1, and they have 2 outs to work with to try to tie it. 3-1. Or 3-0, I believe.
3-0, yeah.
For Shapiro, we've talked about green light, red light a lot. It's felt like the traffic game. There's no way you can have it here. You're going to put the free base at third. It's a big free base to have. That is in there in the upper right-hand corner for strike 1.
You know, it's game 1, Ethan, but 6-5 right now. It's such a high-scoring game. Runners being on base every inning. I mean, this is what you love to see. You either love to see
strike 2.
You either love to see a lot of runs be put on the board, or you love to see a pitcher's duel where it's a 2-1 game, and we have that first that I just said.
Full count. Big pitch right here. The 3-2. Swung on, grounded, past first. It is fair. Steps on the base, throw to second. He is safe at second.
I'll tell you what, that could have been dangerous there. I would have stepped on the bag and gave your ball right back to the pitcher, because if you're that first baseman and you sail
That ball
that
into left
Arbel
field.
and that ball goes into left field, you have a tie game. So, man, is that dangerous, but good work by getting the out, and runners up 90 feet now with the go-ahead run at second base.
So lucky for Team Israel right there. I thought that ball was going to go foul. And again, you move both the runners up, but at this point you just have to worry about getting outs. Now you have 2 of them in the inning. All you have to worry about is you throw the pitches in there, it doesn't get behind home plate, don't give up a hit. It's the pitcher and the hitter here. That ball is popped up right behind first. Going back, the ball will be caught!
Oh,
The third out of the inning. Team Israel faced a situation with the bases loaded and nobody out. They give up 1 run. They still have the lead. It is 6-5, and they're going to come up to hit in the bottom of the 6th. They'll be right back with you, but a big few let out by the Israelis. We welcome you back to Ezra Schwartz Field for the bottom of the 6th inning.
And we look at that last play by Team Israel in the field, and Ethan, did they get lucky there? A little bit of weak contact out there. Second baseman, first baseman, and right fielder all going out in a triangle. The right fielder calling him off, making a basket catch. And if he dropped that, the American delegation would once again be in the lead, and we'd see another score change. But instead, Team Israel still up, and the American delegation only has 3 outs now.
What a great play by Broker out in right field. If that ball drops, you get 2 runs most likely. You don't know if it was going fair or foul. It appeared that ball could have been fair. It's right down the line. It is a new pitcher on the mound for the United States.
Number 8, Tom Goldberg.
We'll get that to you in a second. Just dealing with the struggle of limited rosters here, but it will be number 11 that pitches high and outside.
It looks like Wasserman on the mound. I mean, he was just in left field.
Will be Tanner Wasserman. He'll be coming
Wasserman.
in to pitch from left field,
Yeah,
indeed.
Ethan, you see that so much. You see that
Absolutely.
so much at this age where, like, you have a guy playing shortstop and then coming in to pitch. And usually sometimes those are the best pitchers on the team.
And again, I will never forget what Coach Wayne Stofsky said to me. We have about 11 guys that can pitch. That means there's going to be a lot of those guys that are playing out in the field to start with.
Well, if you're telling me that this team's playing Israel 7 times,
Got to switch it
you're
up.
going to need a lot of pitching.
Yeah.
You're going to need a lot of arms.
Now the next delivery, it's a hit by pitch.
We've seen a lot of hitters get plunked.
Absolutely.
But Team Israel will take that any day of the week. Get that leadoff runner over here at first, because you're only up 1 run. There's one thing you can do right now, Ethan. One thing you can do, and is get another 1 or 2 insurance runs.
Absolutely.
And
so
make your pitcher
important
feel
here.
so comfortable out there.
With the amount of base runners we've seen, you cannot overstate the importance of that. So it's Goldberg's second time on base.
You hear that? Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Throw goes down to second, and Goldberg takes second relatively easily.
And Team Israel wasting no time. They've been off and running all day, and just like that, with no one out, you have a runner in scoring position with Israel threatening once again.
It's Felimovicius. Meyer's been on twice today. He has a hit and a walk. Pitch is nowhere near.
So Wasserman just coming in the game already in trouble, and I don't want to say it again, but every single inning it seems like there's a runner in scoring position.
Except for the second. It's a completely clean inning. Can you believe that?
And I'll tell you what, the runners being in scoring position early on without getting the outs is the result of the pitcher either hitting the batter or walking the batter.
A lot of free bases issued today. Wasserman's next, swung on and missed.
And there hasn't been a single inning where a leadoff runner has reached the bag for a leadoff hit. It's either been a walk.
Is that true?
That is true.
That's wild.
Crazy. It's either a walk, hit by pitch, or an error.
Now batting for Team Israel, number
That's a
18,
really wild
Eitan
stat.
Agus.
It's the
Now
first
I'll have to
strikeout
double
of the
check,
inning.
but
It's the first strikeout of the inning for Wasserman.
I'll
Now
have,
one gone.
I'll have to go back in the book and look after the
Oh,
game.
that one was right off the noggin. Okay, that's what I was checking. But
Just like my betting lines.
yeah, we've had a lot of that from Matt Goodman today. Counts 0-2, so good job by Wasserman getting ahead here. With Meyer, Felimovicius at the plate, he's gotten on a good bunch. Now the 1-2 is high.
We apologize for the wind. It's been windy all morning. And now into the afternoon.
We control that, so we decided to make it worse. So our fault. 2-2 swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts.
That's just great work by Wasserman, allowing that runner to reach base and that leadoff hit by pitch to then advance 90 feet, and you have a runner in scoring position with no outs, and then getting two back-to-back strikeouts. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Absolutely. Give a lot of credit to Wasserman, too. That last inning was ugly. We were saying we were out on an island right there on the mound. It was Tanner Wasserman, and he came back out here in the sixth, and he's looked a lot better.
You want to talk about an island? I love watching Love Island. It's awesome. Just the drama involved, it's great.
Raised a little bit of an eyebrow with that first remark.
Well, I'll tell you what, my girlfriend's gotten me into it, and ever since I've now been addicted, and I can't stop watching it.
Not sponsored by Love Island, but Matt Goodman approves. That one's sky high.
You know, I'll tell you what, just like the starting pitcher, Kempton on the mound, it seems like for Wasserman too, and that breaking ball hasn't been able to locate. He's been struggling with that, but the heater's been the pitch that's been working for him ideally right now.
Let's say that's the case for most of these pitchers. They've had the heater relatively locked in. That one's inside ball four.
Well, and I'll tell you what, it looks like it flip-flopped. It looks like Israel has the pitchers that their strong suit is the off-speed and the junk, pitches like the sliders and the off-speed. The American delegation, it's flip-flopped. It seems like their fastballs have been working all day long, where their off-speed hasn't really been able to locate.
It was especially the case for Shai Eichler early on. He had a lot of swing and misses on that slider. He got pulled early just after 3 innings. And we wondered if that would be a turning point of the game. You see Josef Spielman come in, and he did not look sharp early on. Gave up 3 walks, but only 1 run allowed in his inning. And they've really been able to steady the ship. That one is chopped to shortstop. It's going to be a tough play. Hard throw on to first, and they made it. United States does not concede a run in the bottom of the 6th, and it's last call for those beautiful 50 states. We back in the top of the 7th. They have 3 outs to work with and 1 run to get back. It is last call for the United States in the top of the 7th.
It looks like they'll keep Weissman out there on the mound.
He's looked good today.
Got into a little bit of trouble that last inning, but he's powered through it.
They trust him to wiggle out of trouble one time. They're going to trust him a second time. Just 3 outs for the United States. The goal, score a run, and extend this game. Goal for Team Israel is to get to opening ceremony on time. You'd think the United States would want that as well, but they've got a game to win.
Well, before we hopped on air again, I talked to someone. We don't have to be the bus until 2 o'clock to head there, and it's only 12:20.
Ball is popped up right on the infield, and it is caught for the first out.
2 more to go for Team Israel. They're pumped up. They want to win this game bad.
That's Wasserman, your opposing pitcher, helping out the Israeli cause.
And I'll tell you what, you get that win on opening day, that momentum goes all your way. Opening day, all your way. Oh, they rhyme.
Look at that. We got a mini Dr. Seuss over here.
And you're the walk-up song, Layla. Used to be Pete Alonso's walk-up song, a great song choice.
First one swung on and missed. It's Brandon Emanuel at the plate. He has 1 hit on the day. And he has to go lefty-lefty here, not the easiest of assignments. That one is roped past first. It is hopped in the air, taken hold of. As he jogs back towards home plate, Emanuel is tagged for the second out. Team Israel is 1 out away.
You want to know exactly what I thought of there is when Javi Baez did that and the run came in to score against Pittsburgh. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but but now we got 2-way, and it's amazing. Team Israel's down to their last out, and they win this game 6-5.
All he could do was delay the inevitable. As Applebaum is the last hope for the United States, there is nobody on. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. He was late. 2 strikes left for the United States as Wasserman looks to go 3 innings and complete a Israeli dub. He's down 0-2.
Wow, look at the crowd over there. They're up. They got the Israeli jerseys on, the shirts.
Everybody on their feet.
You got to love the spirit.
Applebaum's been up once today. Been on once today, excuse me. Now the 0-2. Swung on, hit up in the air towards left center field. And the ball is caught! Team Israel wins game 1 of the Maccabi World Series. And what a twist this one was. The United States went up 3-0 early. Team Israel battled back continuously throughout the game. And they put a bow on this one. They don't allow a run in the 7th inning. They only allow 1 in the 6th. And what a game this was.
What a game it's been. And look at them. They're all so happy out there. It's like they just won the World Series. And like we were saying, they were underdogs coming into this one, going down 3-0 early. A great job by not putting their heads down, by still working and putting, runners in scoring position, putting that pressure on the U.S., and they were able to do so, picking out the pitches they wanted, going ahead and keeping that lead, and they win this one. A great first win, 6-5. The game goes to Israel.
I just want to take a step back and look at how incredible this is. You go to Team Israel's baseball website, it says baseball in Israel was growing. Baseball in the United States started 150 years ago. That is the origin of baseball. Team Israel, baseball is growing, and it is growing for sure. They take game 1 here. What a moment. It's a 6-5 final to Israel. They take game 1. A bunch of momentum goes to their side. We will be back for game 2. But Team Israel takes game 1, 6-5 for Matt Goodman. I'm Ethan Koppelman. We hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time.